I've never been in porn by any means. However, I did spend several years of my life, a few years back, as what I would call an Instagram lingerie model. I had a lot of reasons for doing it. I have other videos where I go into that. For me, it was not really about men. I know a lot of people roll their eyes when I say that, but it wasn't really about that. It was actually me trying to get comfortable in my own body, get comfortable in my own sexuality, because I had felt so closed off from that for a while. It was really about more like reclaiming my body, reclaiming my sexuality, and I wanted to inspire other women to do the same. I also was making that content. I was getting sent like lingerie brands and things like that I was trying to promote for women that had fuller chests and stuff, so I was not targeting my content towards men or trying to entice men. But, you know, the men found me, you know, the blonde with chests and lingerie and stuff, so if you show it, they will come. That's, I was an accidental pun right there, but anyway. In fact, having as much of a male audience as I did actually did hinder me from actually getting work with brands and things like that, so it actually kind of did hinder me a bit, but that's beside the point. But I will say, like, the audience that I was attracting was, you know, while it was very lustful and very lecherous men, it was not, I'm sure, even as bad as what a lot of these like OF girls are attracting. So I would say probably my experience with the type of men that were drawn to my content was probably relatively mild. But I will say, lecherous men are lecherous men. You know, for me, like, it really did mess with how I viewed men, because you're kind of getting the worst of men, because when men are lustful, you oftentimes get the worst of them. They tend to be creepy and don't understand boundaries and everything, and you do get the worst of men. So I can only imagine what women who actually go into the OF world or actually are in S work and things like that, I can only imagine how bad it was for them, because I know how bad it was for me simply doing lingerie modeling.